Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to Salesforce in it. Okay, today our topic is GitHub. So, usually in working hours, usually you'll use the GitHub, Visual Studio, and creating a branch. What are the commands? Something we have to learn new if we use the GitHub and Visual Studio. So those all are doubts I'll be removed today. So mostly you will not use the commands. Why? Because Salesforce Visual Studio itself it's providing a many options like UI, GUI options, buttons click. In a button click, you can do the commit, you can do the pull, you can do the push without writing any git command. So those things we can see today. Okay. Okay. First of all, let's launch the Visual Studio. We'll see it's a empty Visual Studio. There is nothing. There is no project. There is no source control is connected. Okay. This is a first. I'll just brief the Visual Studio. So this is a Explorer file explorer. Your project files will be visible here. This is called a file explorer. Okay. This is a source control. This will be the connector to the our Git, either Git or any one of the source control branches software. Okay, so this is a exchange. Actually, what it is it's like a app exchange in a Salesforce, and similarly in a mobile phone app store is there, right? Similarly, it is a one extension store. So whatever extensions is required for our work, you can download from here. Okay. So far now, the prerequisites to work the Visual Studio and with the Salesforce for Git is so definitely you have to be install the Salesforce extension pack. This will contain a many extensions like Salesforce CLI, Lightning Web, Aura component, Apex, and then there is some other totally 9 packages. There is 13 package extension also is there. For now, for me it is 9 is enough. Okay, so I have installed this. Okay, coming to the in a system. So I have a Git software. See, I'm just running a Git here. It will show all the Git commands. Okay, so that means I have a Git, and then SFDX means CLI is required. Salesforce is providing the Salesforce is providing the CLI, Salesforce CLI that will work. That's a platform for work for the metadata. So the command languages like SFDX we use. Okay, so those two softwares is arranged here. Okay, so let's jump to the our actual topic. Okay, similarly, I have a GitHub account. Okay, you should have the GitHub account. So once you launch the GitHub, you will be coming to this page. Okay, so what I'll do today is I'll just create a one dummy repository. So usually in your project repository will be create your DevOps team or those who are taking care the deployment, right? Deployment process they will be create. Okay, so I'm just creating a new repository here. Okay, I'll give. Okay, this is a repository. So I for now I'll keep a public only. I'm just creating a repository. Okay, my repository got created. Okay, so now This is a Git repository. Uh, so usually, uh, any place, if you go to the code in the Git repository, so you will see all the branches, whatever the branches. For now, why it is not came is we haven't created the Git repository branches, all those things, right? We'll do that in continuously. Okay. Okay. So now next thing is we have to go for Visual Studio. So you no need to run any commands. I told you, right, because of Visual Studio is providing a very good GUI. Okay. So we got the URL to connect with the any desktop application. For now, I'll use this HTTP. I'm not going by the SSH. When the SSH will use is there is some other softwares will provide support for SSH, so that the URL will be the different. That's all. So HTTPS I'll go. I'll just click on copy. So that means the URL is copied here. Okay. So I'll just go to the Visual Studio. I'll say here clone the repository. When we use the open folder, when we use the close repository, if you have already repository in your file system, where directly can go and open that. But for now we don't have a repository here, right? So I'm just cloning the repository. This is a way we have to do. So from where I'm cloning is, I just have to go to source control, clone the repository. So just click on the clone repository. So it will ask where you have to store your file. So I'm just storing my repository in a documents. I'll say just select this repository directory. So it will take some time to process. Yes, it is created. So it is asking you want to open the repository in the same window, or you want to open in a new window. So for me, I'm fine with the opening in the same window. It got opened. See, I'll just say that I trust this. Okay. So now, see whatever I have given the repository name, right? The same repository scheme. So that means now the my repository is connected successfully. And then come to the source control. So it is connected with the source control. It is created by default the main branch. Okay. So here there is no branches, right? So if I go here code, usually should show the branches. It's not showing. Reason was the branches is not created. Okay. Even I'll go to the pull request. See, even for creating a new pull request, there is no branches, right? So that's why it is not allowing to. So don't worry about the pull request. I'll continue. I'll come for the pull request also. Okay, so now, so what next we have to do? So what we have to do now is we have to create a project, because why? GitHub will not give any project files. You have to create your project files and you have to push into your GitHub. So usually these all are tasks taken care by your Git, your DevOps team. Okay, so let's go. I think if you are using the Visual Studio, you know how to create a project. So I'm just creating a project with manifest file. I'm just clicking a Control Shift P. Okay, I just clicked Control Shift P. There is a SFDX command. You just type for SFDX and colon. It will ask to create a project with manifest. Just created a project with manifesto. So see here there is some activities going on. It will create a new project for some time. It will take some time. The reason was the extension. Why it is taking a time is the extension has to be a refresh do the extension has to be load when we say the uh, commands. Okay, so I think I'm running again. It's taking some time. So what happening? So why our code is not command is not working? So if you go for terminals, so there will be the output terminal. So in this output terminal, so how the terminal is came? Go terminals, new terminal. Okay. So in this terminal, if you select here Salesforce CLI, it is available. Okay, we are running GitHub extension host. I think if you run the Salesforce anything, it will become. I'll show you. Wait for some time. Okay. I'll just clear out. Okay. So Control Shift P, create a project. Okay. Now, so standard. I'll just say demo. So this is project. This is a repository. Repository is different. Project is different. Okay. So again, it is asking to where to store. Okay. So I'll store in separate way. Okay, the project is creating, the project's files are creating here. Wait for some time, you will see this process bar is going on. Yep. So the project got created. Okay, but coming to the source control is not created. Okay, what we can do now is I'll just go here. Hmm? I'll scanning for folder for Git repository. Yes. So what I'll do, I'll just go for terminal to initiate Git files. So what it is saying is here, the Git files is not available. The Git related files is not available to connect to the source controller. I'm just waiting. Let's see it is connecting the Git files. Why? Because there is a Git ignore file is already there. So if it is connect, well and good. See now I told you right in output there will be the sales for CLI also will come. So now it came. So this any click you have done, the output of that click will become here. You can monitor the output here. Okay, so I'm just waiting to source control connect to the our project. See, I just came to the terminal. It says we are in our repository name. Demo is our project, the project main. Okay, this is a main branch. So I'm just waiting. The source control will take some time. So meanwhile, we'll just see other options. What are the options we have in Salesforce, which will be useful for us? Okay. So if you come to the here, it is a R browser. So what it is, R browser is. So whenever you want to download something from Salesforce to your local system. So what do you mean the local system? So when we are cloning or when we are creating a project, what happened? It is asking to store the some files in your local system, right? So where exactly it is stored? So I'll just show you where it is exactly stored. So if you see here, I just created a Salesforce Init project here, demo. Okay, this is a demo file. This is called your local system. This is called your local system. Okay, so demo project is created. I'm just waiting for the source control to connect, scanning for folder, Git repository. So there is no Git repositories in our project file. That's what my intention. But I will see. This is what the Git for Git ignore. But where is the Git folder? So I'm just waiting for Git folder. In the Git folder is not available. I'll just run one command git init. So installation empty git responsibilities git. Okay, there should be one git file here. I'm just waiting. Is that git file is configured here or not? Okay, I'll take a small pause to connect this. It will take usually some time. Yep, I'm back. So see, after some time, the git repository will show like this. So the it's connected with the master. Okay, so git sfdx sfdx project is created. So all the new files will become under this project file. So I'll just give you one tip for you guys. So usually when we do the changes, that will come under the changes, right? So there it will be the difficult. This is coming under which folder, right? So there is a some four lines, right? This is called the view as a tree. This is a tree view button. Once you click on this tree view button, the folder structure as it is, how it is in your project folder structure, the same structure will become here. Okay, so just I what we have to do now is we have to commit these changes. Okay, I'll just adding into the stage. So earlier it was is it under the files were under the changes. Now it came to the stages. That means it is actually the whatever you have done the change, that is under the change. Once you click it to this stage, that means your local system is created as a one of the one package. So that package comment I'm giving. Okay, so I'm just doing a commit. There is a tick mark, or else you can use this button also. Usually, I'll use this tick mark commit, or else we have other option in the three dots commit commit. Okay, in these three dots, all the options is available. You no need to write any command in a terminal. Okay, that's what I was saying. You no need to write. You no need to keep in your mind all the git commands. I'm just giving a commit. Okay, so this is the first process, right? What we have to do, is so we have to set your username and email. Why it is required is who is committing, what is his email address, if something went wrong, to identify the commits, right? So that's why we have to we have to run some command, so that error whatever we got the error, right, that is it is saying here. So you have to run the set you have to set the username. Let's check that command is available here. Not, I think so, it's not there, but yes, we have to run that command only. There is no UI, but it's a first time. Only the first time you have to do that. It's not required for all times. So the command is config user dot name space in single code. So your name. Okay, I'll just give an a my name, and similarly your email address. Okay, so these two commands, as we have to run in a terminal only, we don't have an option here only for these two. This will be not every day you are using these commands. It will be the one time setup. Once you set up in your system, always this will be take your name, and your email will be take this email address. Okay. Okay, chalo, now we'll continue our work. So what was we were doing, we added a changes into the stage, and we given a we given a comments for related this change. So and then I'm just committing the changes. Okay, it is committed. So next what we have to do, so we have to publish our branch. So this publish branch is what it is we don't have a branches till now, right? So we have created one main branch which is in our local. It is not there in a repository. Repository means in remote. In a remote, it is there is no branches. Okay, that's why we have to publish this. Either we can do publish from here, or else we can publish from here also. I'll just show you where it is. Branches, and branches publish the branch. I'll just use this publish branch. Okay, the git extension want to sign in. Okay, so again this is a first time, right? So I have to provide the git username and password. So I'm just saying hello. So it will take my authentication authorization from my Visual Studio to Git. So before this screen, you will be seeing a username password you have to give. So this is my username already there. I'm just giving a password. Okay, so this is all authorized. I'm going back to the Visual Studio. Okay, so I'm just selecting my repository. So it is going to publish and uploading your files. So once it's published, again it is asking because of the authorization of the git branch. Okay, authorization is successful. Okay, now what happened, our changes got committed. So now we have to push the our changes. So just say the push in three dots. Our changes will be pushed to the branch. Okay, let's go to the branch. I'll just click on a code. Okay, let's see the branches is created or not. So I want to go back to the my user. I mean, in a user, my project is a Kamal Salesforce demo. Okay, so this is our main branch. Okay, so this branch has all the Salesforce files. Okay, okay. Now next thing is I have to create a one branch which is my future branch. In that branch, I have to work for in this branch. Okay, so let's jump into the uh, branches. I'll go branches. I'll create a new branch. So view all branches. If you click on view all branches, you'll be seeing all the branches. So and then I'll go for new branch. So that branch is cloning from the my master branch. I'll just create a dev. Okay. So I'm just giving some real time things. So create a branch. So this will be the your dev branch, so which I have created, which is your which I have created is a dev branch. So it is asking your branches is not protected. I'll just say lock branch. Okay, create. So that means the main branch will be the protected. So that's fine. If it is not protected, also it's fine. We'll jump to the our main branch and our sandbox dev. Okay, we have a sandbox dev, right? So sandbox dev, this is a dev sandbox. This is the our actual project system. So as a developer now, what you have to do? So as a developer, you have to create your own branch based on your work item, or some people are say work item, some people are say user story, right? So let's assume I'm just going for creating a one more branch to create a new work. I'll just assume my user story will be something like this. Okay. Hmm. So I'll say future branch. If we means future branch, I'll just create a branch against the most. So this is a target branch. This is a source. Sorry, this is a source branch. This is a target branch. So it's usually we'll use this as a target branch or feature branch, whatever you want to say. Okay, I just created a branch. Okay, one more branch. So now our strategy is, as a developer, whatever you have created, that has to be going to your PBI branch, and then once you create a pull request against your dev, your team lead or your technical lead will be review your changes, and that will be merged into the higher sandboxes or main. Okay, there might be some project structure, definitely some project structure after the dev sandbox. There will be the QA sandbox branch, there will be the pre-prod sandbox, there will be the UAT, and then pre-prod, then it will go to the main. So the branch structure is same, but the way we have to commit, right, the same, the ways will be the same. That's what I'm going to explain now. So now let's go. So now what we have to do is we have to connect to our your user story branch. Okay, that's called the future branch. See, usually how we'll connect using the GUI. There is a commands you can run, but mostly I'm focusing on to the here the GUI. The reason was many people will be afraid about the running a commands. Okay, so just there is a way here. From here you can select your branch. See, the branch, only main branch is showing here, other branches is not showing. Why? What could be the reason? I'll tell you just for a minute. And then in a three dots also you can do the checkout option is there. In a branches also you can create a branch also here, but that is also you can do branch here and checkout also. We usually will do the checkout here. Okay, okay, chal, let's go. We want to do the checkout, but there is no, it's not showing our branches which we have created here, right? So for that, why it is not there is, I said earlier, This is only your local. Local means whatever you have created here, the folder, right? Which folder it is? Salesforce init demo. So in this is called local. This entire file has to sync with your repository. Repository means remote. Okay, this is called the remote. Okay, this is called the local. So till it is not synced with the local, what we have to do to sync the local to repository? There is a command called fetch. Only for branches we have to use the fetch. Only for branches fetch. Once you click on the fetch, whatever you have created and newly created a branches, right? That will be come and sit here in your locals repository. I'll show you where it will store also. I'm just going back to the Salesforce init and then demo. So if you see, okay, not exactly this folder. 1 minute. It's a document and Salesforce init, and then okay. Okay, might be it's a hidden folder. I'll just waiting to show you the hidden folders, hidden items. See here, the Git folder is came right in this Git folder. So header, reference, info, logs, object. Okay, in a remote origin FB. FB means future branch which we have created. Sandbox branch which we have created dev. Okay, similarly what we have created feature branch, this is one. Okay, so this is called syncing. Once you click on a fetch, it came and sit here, right? Just closing here. I'm just going and checking out to the my feature branch. Now it connected to your feature branch. So now the actual work, let's assume you have done one apex class. That class is available here. It's not available. How you will fetch? So first of all, the class is not available here. Or let's assume you have created one layout, page layout. That page layout is not available here. You want to deploy into the future branch to main branch, and then that will be run the pipeline to deploy into your higher sandboxes. So what is the steps? So now I'm going to explain that. Okay, so first of all, the Salesforce has to be connect with this Visual Studio. See here, it is saying a no default org is setted. Even org browser also saying no default org. Okay, let's assume to set the, if it is available to select, so set the default org, we can. Other, if there is no default, no orgs is connected with this Visual Studio, you have to authorize the org. Okay, so just click on the authorize as. If it is a sandbox, select the sandbox. In real time users, mostly in a project, we use the sandboxes only. For now, we are not using the sandbox. We are using the developer arc, so that I'll select the production here. Okay, I'll say I'll say dev arc, my sandbox name, which has to be visible here. Okay, so next it will take me to in a browser, which is a default browser. There it will ask the username and password. I'll just take my username. Okay, I'll take just my username. If so, still it is running. So once it's connected, we can download whatever you want from our browser. So be careful. Be please first see the Visual Studio, which where you are doing. See the folder structure will be same in a source control. The folder structure will be same in your project. The folder structure is same in your R browser also. So why you will use the R browser? It's asking the it's taken. a login page. I'm just given a username and password. Once it is authorized, it will take me back to the once I say allow. What is we are doing here is we are allowing to the Salesforce CLI to my Salesforce org. Okay, this is once I say allow authorization is successful, we can go back here. See here, my developer org got created. Okay, I mean it's connected developer org. So now our browser. So our browser is going to refresh. It's taking some time. Uh, so once the our browser is refreshed, this will be show the one folder structure. So from there, see the folder structure is came. So now let's assume we want to deploy one page layout changes. Okay, so I'll just log into the Salesforce. I want to change my account page layout. Okay, so I want to add my account page layout into the Git branch. I'll just select the service. So whatever the page layout here, right? That page layout changes has to be added. Initially, I'll just upload my page layout. Later, I'll do some small change on a page layout, and I will upload again to the same branch. Okay. Okay. Chalo, we want page layout. So where the page layout folder is available, page layouts, page layouts. So it will become layouts, right? Usually, so layouts. So in this layouts, account account page layout, there will be the just download symbol. Just click on the download. It will download and it will show as a change in your source control. Okay, so as I said, always view in a tree view. It will show you where exactly it is available. So it is the file is stored in a default main page layout. So I'll just going to here, force app, default main layout. This is here, it is stored. Okay, so we want to see the changes. So it's all showing is a green, there is nothing. Why? Because this file itself, it's a new file. Okay, so I'm just adding into the stage. First step is stage to commit into the branch. First step is stage, then you have to write this commit message. Just say count page layout changes, and then do commit and use the three buttons. Okay, and then commit, then push the changes to the branch. So how you'll get to know this is committed or not, the commit is created or not? See, if you see the number, there is one commit has to be uploaded into the your repository, remote. Okay, I'm just saying the push. Once I say the push, this will be become a zero. The changes whatever you are seeing, the commit went to the branch. Let's jump into the branch. What happened in a branch? So this is a branch, right? I'm just refreshing this page. So where we have pushed in a future branch. Okay, I just want to be show you the difference. What happened? Where we have pushed? We have pushed in a future branch. We have a two more branches. One is main, one is a sandbox. So okay, so what where exactly the folder place we have pushed? We have pushed under the main default layouts. The layout folder itself it's not there because of what? Where we have pushed? We have pushed in a future branch. Okay, so I'm just came into the future branch here, just opening into the default folder, and then layouts. Under the layout there is a account page layout. Okay, so this is the now. So you have created a added your page layout into the your future branch. That has to be review your team lead or technical lead, architect or technical lead. So what is the process to give a review? Okay, so you have to go to the pull request and create a new pull request. Here you have to select the source, and so from where to where you are pushing your changes. So my changes is available in a future branch that I have to push into the our my sandbox dev. Okay, so if you see here, we have done the one commit. There is one file change. The file change is this one. We added a new file. Okay, once you say create a pull request, it will create a pull request. Okay, it will not create you that this is a starting of the process of the pull request. You can add a, some message, something whatever you want, and then say the create a pull request. Before creating pull request or before giving to your tech leaders, team lead, you have to just verify is that the commit your commit or not, is that file changes whatever you added or some others changes is came, that you have to be make sure. Okay, then okay, once they created the pull request, see the pull under the pull request there is a one, it is coming right, and then you can see the commit, what commit you have done, what is the file changes. Okay, so I'll tell you this checks part. This checks is actually this is a like pipeline process. We have to set up the usually the DevOps team will be set up. Please comment below if you want to the pipeline process also. Definitely, I will provide in other video, not in this video. The pipeline process also we can do. Okay. Okay, the before as I said before assigning to this pull request, you have to just verify this is a change or not. Okay, let's assume now you have given to the your team lead. Your team lead will be review. Yes, looks good everything. Okay, then what he will do? He will approve, but there is this process you have to set up, who has to be approved, what has to be approved. Here we will just select who has to be reviewed, who has to be approved if it is not there in a process. But this there is some configuration, as I said, you just comment below if you want to know how to configure the reviewers also. I'll do that. Okay, once your reviewer is approved, then you will see the merge pull request option, otherwise you will not so here why it is showing is there is no reviewers I have assigned, there is no other users in my repository, that's why you are not getting. So let's assume your team lead is approved. We just say here pull your merge request, what it is, what this option, what is this option. This option is just create a merge commit. I mean merge, once you merge the commit whatever you have done, right, that will be committed here. Okay, what is this squash the merge means? As it is rebase the means. So squash means, let's assume you have a multiple commits in your pull request. For now it's one. If you have a more than one, what this will be do, this will be squash all your commits. It's a single commit and this will be pushed into your target branch. Rebase means it will not create a merge pull request, it will create a as it is whatever you have given a commit. Okay, what I will do, for now I will say the merge pull request. Okay, I will say the merge pull request and commit the page layout, it is merge. Now I'm going to the sandbox branch. you will see the you will see the lightning layout. Correct. Okay, before that, just want to show you something. Let's go to branches. I want to go for all branches. Okay, so I just go to the view all branch. Okay, so I'll open the sandbox. So if you see here, you will see the commits here. Okay, I'll just open this commit. Account page layout. And then top of that, what happened? There is a one more commit also. Total three commits is created. Correct. This commit is initially we have created a project. This commit is page layout changes. This commit is because of merge. Why? Because while merging, we have chosen an option called, well, after creating pull request, while merging we have chosen a option called merge pull request, right? We haven't chosen the rebase, we haven't chosen the squash. Okay, now I'm just doing one more change on a Visual Studio. Let's assume the same page layout. I just added a, I've just removed the editor, or else what I'll do, I'll go back to the my Salesforce. I'll go to the my page layout. I'll just go to the my page layout. I'll just add a some other field, something. I'll add a one more field which is a account source. I'll add account source here. Before the rating, I'll just save it. This change I want to be retrieved in my Visual Studio. What I will do, I'll just come here, I'll open this file and I'll just right click and retrieve from the source. This is a one option, or else as usually earlier what we were done, the same thing we can also do that. But for now, I'll go for with this option, which is a different option to earlier. Okay, now it is retrieved. Okay, so the green color it is showing account source is added on the top of the rating. Okay, now I'm going to the source control. It is showing the change. See, the green color it is indicating you have added a new change. The red color indicates you have removed some buttons. Okay, so let's assume this is not my change. Let it be there. I my change is only this. Okay, what I will do, I'll just simply ignore this by clicking this arrow button. Okay, and then I'll go. This is also not my change. I'll just click on this button, ignore. Only my change is this one, right? So I'll just save it here. The change is showing only one. I'll just add into the stage, and then staged. I'll added a new field on layout. Okay, I'll just do the commit and then I'll push. Okay, so there is a three steps: add a change, add into the stage, add into the message, then commit, and then push. Okay, so changes is not pushed. I'll just do the push. Okay, we'll go back to the our branch again. Okay, where we have committed into the future branch, right? I'll just go for commits. See the commits account page layout, added a new field on the layout. This is a commit message I added recently, right? Okay, just let's go for our other branch, which is a dev branch. Okay, in a dev branch, we have three commits. One is merge pull request, one is account page layout. So in this, okay, let's go for pull request now. Why? Because why the pull request? My future branch changes has to be added into the my dev branch. Okay, so I'm just selecting a target as a dev branch. So there is only one file change, one commit. Okay, the change is exactly this one. So actually this is not my change, then you have to go and remove the spaces, then it will not come as your change. Yes, for now I'm fine with that because of the video length is going too high. I'm just going and creating a pull request. I just created a pull request. I'm just going. See here the merge pull request. Earlier I just clicked on a merge pull request. This time I'm not going to create a merge request. I'm just creating a rebase the merge, rebase and merge. Okay, rebase and merge. So it is going to rebase and merge. What is a rebase means? It will not create a merge request. It will not create a merge pull request commit. It will create directly my commit directly in a see if when we merge this pull request, what happened? There is a additional commit got created, right? So when we use the rebase pull request, just it will add your commit. Okay, will add your commit on top of that. There is no much merge pull request. Commit is not added. Okay, so this is what the branches created and merge request created. Please like the video uh, if you feel that I have given some efforts to explain this, then please like. And if anyone knows the salesforce or anyone want to know the git, how to work with the git, please share this video. And please subscribe. Many people are watching but not subscribing. Please subscribe. Okay, that's all for the day. Thank you. And please comment if you want to be learn the pipeline connectivity in the git itself. Definitely I'll make the video. Thank you so much.